It's supposed to be a love story, but I didn't feel the love. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host, Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about Sylvie's Love. It's on Amazon Prime. It stars Tessa Thompson and Namdi Asuma. He used to play football. I believe he's Kerry Washington's husband. And they are the two main characters, Sylvie Parker and Robert Holloway. You get introduced to them immediately. They see each other in Manhattan, and then we get a flashback to how they first met. And she's working in her father's record store. He comes in there to buy some records. He's in this quartet. He plays saxophone, and he gets hired to work there. And he's just like immediately into her. But I just really didn't feel the chemistry between the two characters. She happened to be engaged, and she didn't care anything about her fiance. Robert kept, trying to flirt with her and get her to come out to shows and stuff like that. And she just went along with it. She didn't even play it off. And they had a little fling for the summer. It didn't feel extra passionate it was gonna last forever. And his group ended up getting a gig in Paris, and he asked her to come, because he's really into her, and she's like no, and they left it at that. Then it goes 5 years later, and she's living her life. She's married. She has a kid, and she's trying to work. She loves TV. She wants to get into television production, and I thought that part of the movie was more interesting than the quote unquote love aspect of the movie. Watching her navigate a career and have to deal with her husband, who wasn't really supportive, because again, you got to know it's the 1950s, so he doesn't really want her to work. He's like, you can work as long as it doesn't mess up the household or something like that, and he doesn't really support her. And she's like not feeling love from him. She likes going to work, but, she has to do things for her husband. And then she runs across Robert once again, and all of a sudden, this flame, this love, it's rekindled again, and, she's just smitten by him, and he's just in love with her. And I don't know, none of the love things really worked for me. It was just two beautiful people looking at each other a lot on screen. Namdi, he was wooden a lot of the times. He didn't really get a lot to do in terms of, raising his voice or showing his passion or, real love for her. And she didn't do the same either. She was just she seen him and she just loved him. She was just there, no matter what was going on. And I think the movie dragged after they met up again because it was looking for some type of conflict. It was looking for that moment where he shows up for her or she shows up for him to confess her love, and it's going to be all right. It was like they were searching for that moment because they didn't build it up at all throughout the movie. So 30 minutes, 40 minutes is looking for a way to end the movie, and there's a lot of other stuff that happens I don't think it really helped the movie at all in terms of just fleshing out the characters. She was working hard. Music was changing, and he was looking for another gig, because he left his band. And I think their individual stories were more interesting. Her working, family woman, and then him dealing with the band and the fact that the person in charge was getting all the money. He wasn't getting a lot of money. I thought those things were more interesting than them together. I was really looking forward to this movie, and I was disappointed. I was bored, and I didn't feel the chemistry. I didn't feel the love between these two characters. It wasn't there for me. And I was just disappointed. Is this something you should check out if you like 1950s music? The music was incredible. You should check it out. But in terms of looking for that love story, this is not it. It's free, so you can watch it on Amazon Prime. But other than that, I was very disappointed in this movie. Those are my thoughts. What did you think about this movie? Were you excited to see it? Was it on your list of things you wanted to check out? Happy New Year. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Deuces.